This is Eagle Owl, and today I will be talking about us, the Eagles. We beat the Patriots, but man, that doesn't even matter. I got to talk about these positions, but let's get straight into it. All right, so this is my immediate reaction after the game. I'm gonna try to keep it organized so I can have the timestamps right. And man, Tanner McKee. Nolan Smith, I definitely got questions. You guys seen the thumbnail. Those are like my key guys. Nakobe Dean had a good day. I think Anaya Smith had an average day, but his stock definitely went up for sure. But let's break it down by positions. Let's start with the quarterback position. Eagles, why y'all doing this politics stuff? Why y'all doing this? Tanner McKee is QB2. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. He's QB2. You know how I know the Eagles are panicking that Pickett is so bad? Dave Spadaro had to put out a tweet like, well, you know, they just view Kenny Pickett as QB2 because they got to justify why they traded so many spots back to get him. Kenny Pickett is not good. Kenny Pickett, if he was a fifth, sixth round pick, he'd be cut. I don't even think he was better than Will Greer. Let's keep it a beam. I don't think he was better than Will Greer, bro. I don't think he was better than Will Greer. I don't think he was better than Tanner McKee. Pickett is not ready, bro. He's not ready. He's not good. He's not good at all. I am extremely uncomfortable if Jalen Hurts had to miss a game or two and they decide to put in Pickett. I'm extremely comfortable if they put in McKee. McKee should be QB2, and this is so wrong. Don't do this to us again. We had to go through the Mariota stuff, and now we might have to go through the Pickett stuff. This makes no sense. This makes absolutely no sense. Please stop with the politics. Please, y'all traded back for Kenny Pickett. So what? You lost. You lost that trade. Forget it. You lost. Kenny Pickett is not good. He's not. Don't do this to us, Eagles. Please don't play the politic games. Don't do it. Y'all did it to us last year, not this year. No way, no how. You watched the last two games and you think Kenny Pickett is QB2. He's not. He is not. At all. At all. I actually want Kenny Pickett out of Philadelphia. Make that call to the Vikings right now. You give us a 7, we give you him. Give us a 6, you get him. You give us one of your undrafted guys, you get him. We need something for Kenny Pickett, bro. He's not it. He ain't it. At all. At all. No way. No way. Y'all can't put no way. Nah. Nah. Kenny Pickett don't even deserve a talk that I give to Anaya Smith on the Kobe. He don't deserve it. He's just not good. Just simple and plain. He's not good. He's the worst QB on the roster. And we got him as QB2 because of some politics. Really? Really? Because you traded back? Really? Come on, Philly. We can't do this, man. Please don't do this to me. Please. All right, so that's how I feel about the QB room. I had to go on a little rant, but let's talk about the running back room. Running back room, still the same, and I mean that in a good way. Last game, Kenny Gainwell, Will Shipley, the Price Kid, Lou Nichols, Kendall Miller, all look good. All look good. It sucks that 3 of them are going to get cut, and we know the 3. But hopefully, at least one of them be on the practice squad. But it's safe to say they could play for somebody team, at least as a backup. All our running backs look good. All of them. So I think the order still remains the same. Kenny G, Will Shipley. Oh, you might have to put Price over Lou. That's a good battle, Lou and Price. And then I think Kendall Milton is last. And there's no knock on Milton. I just think the running back room is that good. They're that good. All of them been running really, really well. So shout out to the running back room. Let's talk about this wide receiver room. Low key, the wide receiver room coming out this game, I feel a little bit more comfortable. I like what I seen from Britton Covey. I think he caught like one or two passes. Anaya Smith was okay for sure. I like Austin Watkins, but Joseph Nagata had a monster day. I think he had like 88 yards and like 5 catches. But you know who was his quarterback? Tanner McKee. Tanner McKee. Because Pickett wouldn't be able to get that out of Joseph Nagata. Joseph Nagata had a very good game. Very good game. It made me feel comfortable. Like, you know what? If Devontae Smith or AJ Brown had to miss a game or two, Joseph Nagata might be okay. He might be okay. But he looked really good. He looked really, really good. He looked like a NFL wide receiver. I will say that for sure. So Joseph Nagata, keep it up, man. Keep it up. Because of course, if you don't make the initial 53-man roster, you definitely got a spot on the practice squad. Definitely. For sure. But Joseph Nagata looked like an NFL wide receiver. He looks like the man for sure. Let's talk about the tight end room. The tight end room, EJ Jenkins is clearly tight end 3. Hell, he might could fight for tight end 2, the way Grant Calcaterra health is. So EJ Jenkins was catching everything. He was catching everything. Remember who told y'all first? Remember who told y'all first? Everybody's like, Albert O, Albert O, Albert O. I'm like, EJ Jenkins look good. EJ Jenkins look good. They like, you tripping. I'm like, I'm telling you, if we was to keep 3 tight ends, which is looking like we're trending that way, EJ Jenkins would be number 3. Go back and watch my old videos. People that have been watching me for a while know I've been saying this for a while. It was never Albert O. There was never anybody else. I'm like, EJ Jenkins, that's his spot. Now he got to show it in preseason. But I'm like, in camp, I'm hearing he's killing it since OTAs. He's tight end 3. Everybody else is everybody else. Tight end 3 is EJ Jenkins for sure. Let's talk about that O-line, man. The O-line. They look good at points. They look really bad at points. I can't ignore that second quarter. But I seen what happened. That's why I'm not overreacting like everybody else. Because what ended up happening is that it was Fred Johnson and Kennard. When the line was looking good, those were the guys. They were looking phenomenal. So you got to sub them out and see who else you can mix in. And to be fair to Matt Sharpen, he only played guard and I believe center. They tried him as a tackle. He just didn't look good. And Brett Toff, I was just totally disappointed. Totally disappointed. He looked terrible. He looked terrible. But that's why I'm not overreacting. I'm like, okay, if somebody was to go down, I like my chances with Kennard and I like my chances with Fred Johnson. I do. And Tyler Steen, man, I feel so bad for Tyler Steen. I'm human, y'all. I'm human. Even though I knew he was gonna lose the battle, but he did everything. He a warrior. I give him that. He is a warrior for sure. He tried to come back, fight for his spot back as he should. But he might have made things worse. He might have made things worse, and that's what I feel bad about. Like he really wanted that spot. But I already knew once didn't see Becton even suit up today. Like it's Becton's spot, but Tyler Steen is still fighting, and just wasn't enough. It wasn't enough, and not only that, he gets hurt, and he wasn't even bad this game. He was good. He was good. He was a part of that unit that was balling. But injuries, man, injuries. I mean, prayers up for him, man. I'm not sure how significant as I make this video, how it is, his ankle, but ankle got hurt again. Might have to miss some time. He might have to miss some time, man. Again, I feel bad for him. I really do. And he did what any professional try to do, fight to get their spot back. Just unfortunate, man. Unfortunate, because now when you think about it, it's like when it first happened, he was just better off sitting it out. But he tried to tough it out, and it just didn't work. All right, man. Let's get to that defensive side of the ball, the defensive line. Actually, let's just talk about the defensive ends, then I'll go into the defensive tackles. Defensive ends, man, they look good to me. Hunt looked good. Bryce Huff looked really good. I got questions about Nolan Smith, y'all. I got questions. The it ain't good. Is he good enough? I judge rookies after 3 years, so I'm not gonna go in too much. But I got questions, y'all. He looked like he did not develop at all. Looked the same. Don't really see the moves. Don't really see a guy. If he can't get to the quarterback, he's null and void. I just don't see it. People was like, this dude is the next Hassan Reddick. Don't see it. But equal out, he got 2 sacks in 2 preseason games against third stringers. Against third stringers. I don't see it. I don't see it, y'all. I don't see it. And it's disheartening because you would think, after this year, he has to be the guy, right? Brandon Graham is gone. Josh Sweat might get a contract somewhere else. Jaylus Hunt still might be developing. So what they're saying is after this year, it should be Nolan Smith and it should be Bryce Huff. Who Bryce Huff got somewhat questions of his own, but so far he's been showing up. Nolan Smith, he shows up against guys that who's going to be on the practice squad. The stuff he's doing against them, cool. Do that against first stringers, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, man. I just don't see it. I don't see what everybody else see. Just don't look good to me. He don't look good to me, man. Hopefully, things change, but I'm not convinced right now. But it's year 2. My rule, 3 years. 3 years. Defensive tackles. The only guy I've really got a question for is Marlon T. Marlon T is looking like a guy who can possibly get cut. And the reason why is the emergence of Maro Jamo. Maro Jamo looked really good. We already know with Jalen Carter, Milton Williams, Jordan Davis. But Marlon T might be the odd man out. And it's because the development of Maro Jamo. I think Maro Jamo right now is better than Marlon T. I was seeing Marlon T get pushed around, y'all. So I don't know if he made the 53-man roster. Of course, he can be on the practice squad for sure, but he was getting pushed out the way. He was getting pushed out the way, man. All right, so let's get into these linebackers. These linebackers, man, they look decent. They look really good, man. But I gotta criticize Trotter Jr. a little bit. Trotter Jr. instincts, sniffing out the plays are there, but he got to execute. Today, I actually looked at him like, yeah, he do need a little bit more developing. And this is the first time I seen him like, yeah, he looks small, man. The reason why is because the way he was getting shredded far as like in blocks and then how he missed some tackles. It just that didn't look good to me, but he was sniffing out the plays. It was one tackle he did miss and it did slow down the running back. I think Nakobe Dean cleaned it up and the running back lost like a yard. But Trotter Jr. instincts, knowing what's going on, he don't look lost as a rookie, but he got to execute. He got to execute, man. Because, sniffing out a play, know what's going on, that's the first step. But you got to execute. You have to. And I just didn't see that. Like the first preseason game, I was seeing it, but this one I didn't. So I want to say his stock went up or even went down. I say it stayed like neutral. It stayed neutral. And we got one more preseason game. Of course, we got more training camp, and of course, I believe he'll work on it. But the instincts not looking lost. I think his development is going to come faster than a lot of people think. I still think that for sure, but man, he got a little bit more. He got a little bit more work to do. But Nakobe Dean, man, Nakobe freaking Dean. He had one hell of a day. One hell of a day. I can criticize a guy and I could big up a guy, man. He had one hell of a day. I mean, he was all over the field, making plays, making tackles. He looked hungry. He looked hungry. That's the Nakobe Dean I've been wanting to see. That's the Nakobe Dean that can beat out Zach Bond. The Nakobe Dean I seeing right now, that's why I was so pissed. That's why I was so pissed because I'm like, yo, we're asking you to beat out Zach Bond. We asking you to beat out Zach Bond. You can do that. He can do that. But is it too late? I don't know. I don't know, man. And to be fair to Zach Bond, he looked good too. He looked good today too. But if you ask me who looked the best out of the linebackers today, Nakobe Dean. Nakobe Dean looked the best. I gotta keep it real. Kobe Dean looked the best. But overall, again, linebacker room looked good. Even like the ones that came in the fourth quarter, like Brandon Smith, Sumarin still looked decent. Zach Bond looked, he didn't look lost. It looked like he settled in. He looked good. So I would say linebacker room looked good, but I just had to point out Nakobe Dean specifically. He looked good, man. He definitely looked good. Cornerbacks. I mean, they was decent. They was decent. Keely Ringo definitely started off the day strong. I think he got beat a couple times. Isaiah Rogers did allow a catch, but the way the coverage was, I mean, it was one of those things you don't want to let the receiver get in front of you. So Rager caught one and he was there to stop it immediately. Didn't see too many reps from Isaiah Rogers, but I won't say 50-50 on Ringo. I'll say more like 60-40 more on Ringo's side because there was times he got beat. He definitely got beat. And I'm thinking of what if that was like Terry McLaurin or CeeDee Lamb or Brandon Cooks or something like that. They don't miss those, man. They don't miss them deep passes and just drop them. It was some he really got beat like really bad, but there was some he was really sticky. And that's just to be fair. And honestly, I still think there should be a competition at cornerback too. I think there should because Keely Ringo again, first game was phenomenal. Second game, he was great, good slash great. But at the same time, I can't ignore him getting beat like a couple times in the second quarter, and it just didn't look good. But he got lucky. He got lucky that the receiver dropped him. So yeah, man, that's how I feel about the cornerback room. I think it should still be a competition. I didn't see too much of Quinyon Mitchell too much, but Tyler Hall is sneaky good. Tyler Hall is sneaky good. He's sneakily making his way on this roster. He got what basically first team reps. Tyler Hall, man, he's a guy who can really make this roster, man. He's a guy that can make it. His name not getting mentioned a lot during camp. Why I don't know. So we really don't know. But when we watch him in preseason, I'm like, okay, he's nice. But besides that, I think it was the first preseason game where he missed that tackle. But overall, he's been good. I gotta give a shout out to let's get to the safeties. Avonte Maddox, man. Avonte Maddox still showing he got the instincts. Avonte Maddox is still showing he's a good DB in this league. He sniffed out that play. The quarterback chose to go after him. He picked it off, almost ran it back. The only thing with Avonte Maddox is can he stay healthy? That's it. Our safety rooms are literally full of injury prone guys. If you really think about it, I love Sidney Brown, but two injuries his rookie year. Remember the hamstring, then the torn ACL. Then we know about CJ Garner Johnson. Reed Blankenship missed a lot of games. And then you're going to have Avonte Maddox there. But Avonte Maddox, again, he was good. He was really good. James Bradberry, on the other hand, a lot of people was talking about the people that wanted Jalen Mills because Jalen Mills was cut by the Giants, but the reason why he was cut is because they already deep. They already got their guys, so he's not really needed. And I was saying like, we should probably bring him in. And what I seen from James Bradberry, that's the reason why he looked lost at times. It was a Drake May touchdown. It's like, why would you take the inside like that? You know Drake May is not taking anything up the middle. That outside should have been contained. It should be some blame on Jalen's Hunt right there too. But I don't know what Bradberry was doing. You know, a lot of people got on him for missing the tackle, but I'm like, Trotter Jr. missed the tackle right there too. So I won't get on him too hard about that. But there were times when like, yeah, he don't look like a safety. It just don't look right. And it doesn't hurt to test the waters with Jalen Mills. You got a room full of injured guys as safety. Room full of injury prone guys. So I give a call to Jalen Mills. And this is not nostalgia or we just want to bring that Green Goblin back. It's like, we might actually need him. We might actually need him here. So yeah, did I break down every position? Yeah, I think I broke down every position. I guess I could talk about special teams a bit too. I'm worried about special teams. I don't like the kickoff format because I think because we was getting abused by the Patriots, and I don't like it, man. I don't like it. If they was gonna do anything with the kickoff thing, all they had to do was just move the ball back if they want more returns. But I don't like, we got to stand there, wait till you catch it, because that gives all the leverage to the return team. Now these dudes be starting at the 50 and what, hour 40 and stuff. Like, yo, like, no, I don't really like it, man. I ain't really feeling it too much. I'm not at all far as the special teams kickoff. But again, my team was getting abused with it. You ask a Patriots fan, maybe they're like, nah, we rocking with it. But I ain't really like it. I wasn't really rocking with it, man. But that's my initial reaction. Again, I tried to keep it more organized because, when I usually do game reactions, I'm usually all over the place. But because it's preseason, maybe that's better just breaking down like the positions. But again, that's all I got for you guys today. Tanner McKee should definitely be QB1. Nolan Smith, I got questions. I'm just concerned. Nakobe Dean balled out of his mind. Joseph Ngata looking like an NFL wide receiver. And this is Eagle Out, man. I'm a